Today, we have all joined this conversation to talk about the expansion plans and the projects of the Fox Petroleum Group. We have with us Mansi, who is the director of the Fox Petroleum Group. We have with us Mr. Luis Farino Tyson. He is the president and group CEO of MCC Group and a partner of the Fox Petroleum Group. And we have with us Dr. Ajay, who is the chairman of the Fox Petroleum Group. Thank you,
Thank
everyone,
you.
for joining this conversation and welcome to this conversation on behalf of NRI News.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
let's start with Mansi. Mansi, uh, what is your outlook of the projects that Fox Petroleum Group has planned for the South African and the African continent?
First of all, I would like to thank you for making the time to meet us. Today, collectively, we prepare for building new South Africa and Africa 5 regions. This opportunity gives us an opportunity as Team South Africa to construct a common message that we will take a local business community along with global investors in South Africa to develop an era of industrial growth with some sentiments. The answer to your question is insulating corporations in fragmented world aptly captures the combinations of geopolitical, and social challenges we face. Trade decides to normalize life in geopolitics. It binds people. That is why we are here. Our economic challenges here in South Africa are being compounded by these risks, as you know. We can integrate by developing sincerely and by means of cooperations between people, capitals, and capital people with concepts. In the face of these multi-pronged challenges, Africa and South African governments, and my good self, under the visions of our respected chairman, Fox Petroleum Group, Dr. Jay Kumar, has been clear that rebuilding investors' confidence and mobilizing investments is a priority for growing African economy. That is why we are here to build whatever the populace wants, but without cutting down the laws of land. And we are engaged our policy frameworks accordingly. Here I mean governments and my company both are on same page. We do not compromise and complies each other. Fortunately, we are heading to Africa with numerous and encouraging projects. Some of them needs concrete reforms in form of capitals infusions that we have taken into considerations to improve the business environments so that we make profit. As I always love this word, as I count our respected chairman Dr. J Kumar's statements, profit is my profit. I mean the Lord my God, but without cutting down the laws of the land. Having said, I am here to earn to return. It means we will reinvest in the country with double intensity, means profit in 2 times. Another returns we need wherever we invest is job creations, but not any type. It should be quality job. Though this is true returns to the society and countries to Africa, changing their lives respectfully. Two hands will toolkits. I love as they can design the country as per their requirements. Though, operations, we are very fast tracking projects aimed at achieving energy security of for Africa and South Africa. Speeding up infrastructure's development by investing and expecting some joint ventures. Like you can say, food securities. We have opened our everything for farmers, further creating environments and green transitions in our book of accounts. Solar panels, easy availabilities of electricities very soon. For these ventures to take root, we need support from governments in Africa regions as well as of the other stakeholders in the economy is really essential. Thank you so much. I really want, and I'm really counting on the government to support us.
Well, that's really heartening to know that you are going to reinvent Africa. This said, I would like now to go over to Dr. Lewis Farino Tyson. Uh, Dr. Lewis, how do you
Yeah.
see the collaboration between India and the opportunities which the Fox Petroleum Group is exploring in India.
Yes, exactly. Let me briefly introduce myself, my company. I am Dr. Engineer Luigi Forino Tizza, the President and Group CEO of MCC Group. MCC Group is an international group based in Switzerland, specialized primarily in the field of crude oil and natural gas trade, as well as refined petroleum products. We are one of the world's most significant and reputable independent energy players on this market. And we have a long experience and expertise in this sector. The group includes MSC Petroleum, MSC Oil Gas, MSC Capital, and MSC Holding. Our affiliation with large management and financial consultancy firms around the globe enable us to provide management and consultancy services in all of the above fields. Having said that, it is true, when we both, me and the chairman, were quite young, started the journey and muted it on a common minimum program, we shared the same logic, common interest and betterment for Asia Pacific region. We are like one family, nothing less, nothing more. Having said that, Chairman Dr. Ajay Kumar has bigger objectives in the demand of energy in India, of course, and are supported with abundant gas supply and other means of support too. Furthermore, we are interested as a group or consortium that Oman India Pipeline should come in existence. The duty and the morality lies on government of India, not on us and the chairman. It will make India energy reliance. We want India to be a part of sincerely to join the global energy market. As so far I know, it is the fifth largest economy, and now today I can confirm that you, the first on the population. Further about this plan and its status, the chairman, Mr. Ajay Kumar, will tell you more about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. Now, we will go over to Dr. Ajay Kumar, who's the chairman of the Fox Petroleum Group. Dr. Ajay, uh, as Dr. Lewis had suggested, that the Oman India Pipeline is a very prestigious project, and we have understood that this project has already been pitched to the Indian government, and you're waiting for the government to look at this project. So, can you share some insights about this project with us?
Yeah, at first I'm thankful to you, and now one of my brother and my partner, and we are of almost same age, Luis Farino and Mansi. Thank you. But Luis has been to me. We know each other when we were quite young, and thank you so much, Luis. And he is a brother also. Now coming to the, having said it all, now coming to the point. Despite his guidance, I mean to say, my partner Luis Farino, it could have not been possible to think about Oman India Pipeline. He was the man behind. Actually, he was the man behind this entire things. MCC Capital was working, giving us support. Now I am also a part of MCC Petroleum, and as Luis Farino sir said, he is a part of entire Fox Petroleum. So this is what is the common minimum program. Now further coming to your question, we did not see a lot of work under the previous government because the project was in infancy stage. However, this government is different. This government is different. It is very quick, conducive. The Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi is very competent, and our business operations have expanded thanks to his help. We could have backed out of India and gone back to UAE or USA, but the regime change has helped us to enhance the plan more aggressively towards recent buildings. This has greatly helped us. Working under this government is a lot easier, a little complex but easier. We can simply focus on our direct line of work and publishing of reports, some of the reports which has been given to the government about the Oman India pipeline. If the government sees merit in our work, they openly say yes. So, and I have been invited by earlier Petroleum Minister of India, Mr. Pradhan, and Pradhan was good. He was very conducive to me, and unfortunately, he was very easy to meet and make proposition. That is their strong point. However, because this government often does not have sufficient information, the decision making process is rather slow in some cases, like Oman India pipeline. They prefer to take their time and not to make any mistakes. what kind of democracy has a lot of questions to ask to the government. So that is why they were so slow. Then too, we didn't lose the patience. We will try. We have tried to assess the potentials of these oil fields later this year. In order to do that, we evaluate two aspects: the criteria of qualifying and producing production segment. These are, things has been done. The revenue based in schemes has been done. Then you know the oil sector, you know very well how it is truthfully dependent on imports. Most of the technical expertise comes from the US and America. So that is why we have shifted the plan, because foreigners is quite made a very big platform, NAFTA Hub, which sells anything in a hydrocarbon. And last month, in 3 years' time, 3 months, 90 days report is he made almost 160 billion dollars transaction. Profit do not count. It is 160 billion dollars transaction. Profit, I'll not say how much is the profit, because it is a total transaction. This is what he makes, and that is what makes us proud to see him. That is why we plan to shift our focus away from the crude oil towards LNG, because LNG has been sourced from many sources. However, right now we have taken two key projects. We have signed agreement with the government of Karnataka, Kharwad, and this biggest one is uh, uh, Asia's biggest project. Coming to Oman India Pipeline, the project is worth around US $5.6 billion, which will be funded 100% from our company. No single penny loan. It will be fully funded with the foreign partners. We expect to transfer 8 trillion cubic feet of gas to India via Arabian Sea over the next 20 years. The project will be financed 100% us. Our parent companies, Fox and MCC, has planned it very earlier. We gave 3 years time in preparation of reports, not 1 2 years. 3 years time, $5 million only on the reports. So we have engaged Petroleum Development Corporation also. A lot of people, Rolls Royce, GE, Skoda, Rosneft, Hyundai, Heavy Industries, Samsung Shipbuilders, Posco Devo also. We were in negotiation for some of the key things. So these things has been in turn, and this has been simply we were calculating how to move on Oman India Pipeline. Then finally we proposed to both the governments. And during that period, we have signed an agreement with the, Astra Khan. In Astra, there is 224 square kilometer gas exploration project, natural gas exploration project for 25 years. It is good one for our supporting our entire plan. So, in the next question, if you have, then I'll give you more information. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Ajay, as you said, you have given us a deep insight into this project and the concept of this project. But what do you think is the impact of this project on the Indian economy and on the consumers of India? What are the benefits for the consumers and the Indian economy?
It's a very serious thing, sir. It has a great impact, and uh, as I said, Indian economies, we import hydrocarbon largely, and not too less, very heavily we import. This is the biggest scenario-based case, and where we have to cut down, energy demand by 51%. So we are trying to get into it, and it should be value based, not volume based. So if we are going to do it in a simple way, with the governments like India, and also that they need, what they need is, we have to conclude some of the major points like cheaper energy uh, manufacturing. For that, you need the natural gas. In the natural gas, if the price is $14 per MMBTU, and then transportation, then liquefaction, then discharge, all these costs will go head to head to the government, which is not good for this government or any economy which is going to under the GDP of 6.1% expected. So these things has to be taken in care. And a power plant doesn't run on anything; it mostly on coal and LNG. I have not seen many things in this case. And Oman India Pipeline will give them a major boost. Major boost in the sense, like, it will be transported at a cost of $1.5 to 2. per million MMBTU per MMBTU as compared to LNG imports by any country. So if somebody is giving $4, that means it is going to cost them $4 to $5 or $6. Pipeline transmission is not costly because in by ship there is a liquefaction, then loading, discharge. If you have to burn into a power plant, it is going to be very costly cost of the electricity. So India is a big country, as foreigners have said. The first number one, it has become, and he said it very sincerely. He said it rightly that we are the number one population, not the China now. Exactly. So this country needs more energy reliance, and for that, this Oman India pipeline is going to be a lifeline to them, and this will make India no dark zone. Thank you.
So, how many jobs do you plan to create out of this project for India?
Sir, Oman India Pipeline has a significant role in it. We are planning is 8 trillion cubic feet of gas in 20 years. That means if we take $1 only, then too will take what we are going to contribute. Farino sir is not Indian, but how he thinks about India, it is a major thing. He says if you transfer this gas at least in 20 years, then too you are contributing into the economy of $8 trillion, and power sector will boost like anything. And Saudi Arabia has 1183 trillion cubic feet of gas. Are they going to use the entire one? No. Finally, they have to sell it, and that is what is needed. 1183 trillion cubic feet of gas is with the Saudi Arabia. So it is going to be very cheapest form to supply to India, and then further to Bangladesh, many countries from here also can be transported. So this is what the feeling. But my plan was a little bit different, as other partners, and Farinosa's concept was to boost this gas, not to give every gas to everyone. We have also gases from Qatar, from other sources. So what we'll do, we'll go for gas stations, LNG stations. We'll supply them. The cars are transforming, so we'll put it into the home to home. Then we make gas stations like 2,800 gas stations. 100,000 gas stations, because Indian road network, you have seen nowadays India is good with the network of roads, the very good quality roads. So we can manage there. And reducing the diesel is paramount considered at this time, and electricity not by coal, more putting onto it. If we are going with 100,000 gas stations only, then too we are deploying in 8 hours 8 people onto the gas station. The gas station will include like what you say, cafeteria and other. That is separate job. But our gas station will only, we can give the job is 8 into 3. 8 into 3 means 24 jobs. But that is 22.4 million jobs we can create. And this is the biggest thing in India, and it is high time and it is demand. And this is the plan of actually by MCC president in the backing. He wanted more job to be given. He wanted us, despite I'm an Indian, I'm also interested in giving people more job. His plan was too good to consider, and we have all unitedly considered this. And thanks to him, despite sitting in Europe and America, he's thinking about India.
Yeah.
Well, that's really kind. So, Dr. Ajay, now we've had a good insight about this Oman India pipeline proposal that you have for the government of India, the business impact and the impact on the population, the consumers, and also you're going to create a lot of jobs for the Indian people. And there will be vendors who would be connecting with you, and that would be some additional secondary jobs that would be created. This all said, what is in this project for Fox Petroleum Group and their partners? What is the kind of growth that you are looking for this group and their partners?
See, for our partners, I think I've heard it right.
Yeah, for your partners.
Yeah.
And the
For
group
my
of
partners, they've already decided, because it is 8 trillion cubic feet of gas, and it is a multi-purpose pipeline. That means 3 pipe will be coiled into one. So the pipe has got different kind of arrangements. We have got 32 inch, 36 inch, and 42 inch. So we are planning to give it 42 where the three pipe will be coiled. And what we'll do, there will be two booster stations both sides, electric power pumping stations, and single ceiling, so that there should not be any problem. Now coming to the India side and my partner side, we if see the people take $1 for 250 nautical 250 kilometer of gas transmission. For the 1600 gas pipeline, we are taking $1 for one MMBTU. We are not taking that much. Earlier it was decided as per the market, but partner said it is 8 trillion cubic feet of gas in 20 years. So we should give more relaxations. And if they take only $1, they are giving the country and the business still $8 trillion. Despite 50% will be in the taxes. And secondly, your power plant will go smoothly. The gas will be there. The gas station will be there. That means you are not giving more load to your car by putting up the diesel. Carbon emission money will come. Everything is intact. For us, it is going to contribute into India, and for my partners will be a giant of $8 trillion by taking $1 for the gas transmission. In the government of India, there is a plan. There is a simple history of this plan. Iran and Pakistan has signed an agreement to make a pipeline in 1995. Iran made it their side. Pakistan didn't made it. So Iran may charge $18 billion to Pakistan. The plan was Iran to Pakistan and then to extend to India by convincing uh, Indian government. But you can't imagine this is not going. It was an impractical situation from very fast. And I'm not saying in 20 years to normalize the situation with India and Pakistan. So Iran has made alternate decisions to make Iran to Oman a pipeline to give it gas. From there, we have taken it forward with the Oman government and India government. We have proposed them that we will do our investment. Nothing is going to be your concern. Even money sinks, it is our money. We are also taking risks as partners of Fox Petroleum. The young man was for sir, but all the some of them were very old. They were thinking we too young people are taking too much risk. But we were the risk takers, our chance makers. We have taken the risk. We are going to do it, and formally, as soon as the government says, the petroleum minister of Oman, when I met him personally with his invitation, official invitation, and I was very welcomed at the airport without any visa and all. So that was a kind gesture from him. And he said, you go ahead, talk to the government. So this side of the government has got some international water situation. So as soon as we get the note, we will make it a biggest news of at least this decade. So biggest news is awaiting, and hopefully we'll give the news before this election. Before this election is coming in 2024, we'll give big news to India, and all the partners are hopefully they're working day and night hard, and the government and India people, they are thinking is really truly. I'm thankful to all my partners, especially thankful to for backing man that time when I was quite young, and he was also young. He is young, but at that time I was too young to say something. So he was not giving any depressing statement. We should not do. We should leave it up. It is not good for us. It is risky, and $1 billion will be invested if something happens. So we have gone through the plan, and it is good for India, and we are ready to go any day as the instructions come from the top. Any moment we'll announce it. As they say, go ahead, we'll go ahead. Like Petroleum Minister of Oman said, you go ahead.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Ajay, thank you very much for your insights on the
So we
Oman
are
India pipeline.
very much
Right. So,
yes, sir.
this said, we we have now come to understand about this project that Fox Petroleum Group has initiated with the government of Oman and the government of India. The government of Oman has already given its consent, and we are awaiting the consent from the government of India. And we hope that you get a go ahead very soon. Now, concluding this discussion, let's have some insights on the concept of renewable energy and the importance of renewable energy in context to consumers and businesses. So let's go over to Mansi now and have her thoughts. Mansi, you're on mute.
Should I answer, Mansi? See, transition energy, as you Mansi has told you earlier. Till then, she is not speaking. Mansi, take your point. But it is a solar power panel which Mansi is talking here in Africa.
Okay.
Africa, with one company who is manufacturer of solar panels. Solar, they are interested because there is raw material available. Like India is also moving towards South Africa for making of solar panels. So this is what is in the new concept, and it has been almost agreed both sides. Mansi was leading that solar panel with Randall and other partners. Hope so they'll finally agree to go ahead for it. Now, Mansi, for you, I have replied. Thank you. Say thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there was
muted
a
up.
Thank you
technical
so
issue.
much,
No
sir.
worries.
Sorry,
Very
my video
interesting.
got stuck.
Thank
No
I'm
you. No
worries.
really
problem.
sorry.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, sir.
Right. So now we go over to Dr. Farino. So, Dr. Farino, how do you see the implementation of renewable energy in India and your insights and concluding remarks about renewable energy and the Oman India Pipeline project?
Yeah, I think exactly. Renewable energy, if we kind of say, it's like a little child of energy. Because we cannot pretend the world to say we don't need old-fashioned petroleum energy in our life because that is
Very
impossible.
much.
Renewable energy should be like used like a boost. We need to boost our energy situation of today, just applying this new method because it's just a method. If everybody has, we are assisting every day that every country is trying to apply to this renewable energy transformation. But you can see and notify by yourself that it's very slow. What it is, the result is very slow. It's very slow because we are really in need of what we already have. So we cannot pretend to see in the future that is airplane that fly without jet fuel in electricity.
You're very
Most
right.
of
Very
them, big actor, they tried to do some jet and airplane, commercial airplane, even British Airways, EasyJet did some pilot test. In electricity, it runs, it works. Even if it's not so powerful, short melee, short range, few people, because the to use electricity in airplane, you need to use a battery that is a weight. So change everything in physics, and it's very complicated. And the simple question is for everybody: would you trust to fly electric? I think not. So this we cannot change what is exactly the mentality of every human being that we take care of our life. And something that worked for so many decades, and we know it works, we will never abandon. So we will use renewable energy just as a boost to have a better service, to have a better potentiality. And I think that in the country, on this, have a good view of all of that. Because a big mistake in the United States, big mistake in Europe, we are using renewable energy like okay, it's just to clean up our face on the market. But this is not the direction of India and Asia. They are really keen to use renewable energy to boost up their needs and their life, how it's evolving time by time, day by day, giving to the population better quality service, a better quality of life. So I am really keen that this is a good direction to boost up what we already have. We have petroleum, we have gas, we have this technology, and with renewable energy, we will boost up these to become something better, a new transformation. So for us, already, to give to all the population a significant less cost of what they already pay to have energy in life. It's already an achievement. It's already our target. It's already what we want. We don't want to change the mentality of the world. We don't want to change the mentality of the countries. We cannot change what something is realistic and works since decades in our life. You will never trust your home to be without gas, only by electricity. You will need some sort of backup. So this mentality is a human being mentality. We need to be safe. So that's our purpose, that's our direction, this is our objective. That's why this project will win, because we are applying renewable energy, new technology to what it is already exists and works all of the world and the countries. We are sure that this project will be a number one a weapon in the hands of this very revolving country of India. It's very powerful. So we all of us trust in this project. We all of us spend decades only projecting and arrive to the point of today. And Ajay Kumar was a vision that I appreciated the vision since a long time ago. And I am sure that we will arrive to the end, we will arrive to the point, and after what will happen? Will happen that the rest of the other countries in the world, as they will see the result, what we did for Asia and India country, they will follow. Everybody will follow. So this can be a new chapter in the economy, new chapter in the energy field. This can be the pilot test of a new vision of world global economy. Because all the economy, as I'm a part of Bloomberg, I know that, I go in television 2 times per month, the economy is right evolving, and the new economy wants something stable. Everything must be following the stability. So our project is a sort of stability. We are on an iron plan. Nobody can break this, because we work on the solid base of stability. We are just evolving what is already done for mostly of a decade, years and years since all over the world. And this is our, what we have strong in our hand. We will show to the world that this a new project is something that will be the pilot for all over the world. Everybody will follow, China will follow all over. So we are here very thankful to arrive to the point that now India is involved. We will make it, and after everybody country will get it, follow us. This is our vision. This is our power to get real things to be done today, not in the tomorrow. So just we are here waiting now to show to everybody what we did and what we are doing.
Well, thank you, Dr. Lewis, for your closing remarks. And now we go over to Dr. Ajay Kumar.
I was concluding with the remark that, Farino sir has said everything. From hydrocarbon to dilemma of energy transition, which is already in proposal. But Oman India Pipeline will give us up, because India is the largest country, and I'm thankful to the boss also for supporting me at that time. We were very young. I told you, this is not 2 days. Other partners were 70 years old at that time. 70 years. We were both of us, with 2 of us were quite young, and rest of them are almost 60 plus or more of the age. So we were facing a lot of situation. See, crude oil, LNG, these are not for solace. It's light for life. And India is a big country. If you go for energy transition, it needs billion or $1 billion. Already we have so much car. If the government has announced you cannot put a 10 years old car. So if we have purchased a 20 million rupees car, Indian rupees car, so can I throw it after 10 years? Because I've already driven it 100,000, not 100,000, 67,000 kilometers. My Rolls Royce is only driven almost 14,000 kilometers. So should I drop it because it got 10 years? This is not the way. Cannot throw it in such a way. See, we have to learn from America, Europe. They make decisions, a slicing way. There is a slicing. It's a small process going on. How he has Louis sir has explained everything. This is what India is needed, and India needs it for the better electricity. India needs LNG for its fertilizer farms and everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.